I gotta vote.
For the first time, I have an opinion.
And need to be heard.
VirginVoters.com.au.
Hello and welcome to Virgin Voters episode 2. In this week's episode, we'll be talking about education, health, political honesty, and when do you guys tune out when it comes to politics? Let us meet our first-time voters.
Hi, George.
Hi.
Hi, George.
Hi.
Hi, George.
This month so far, our website has over 560,000 hits, which is awesome. Stop hitting our website, it hurts. I'm joking. No, seriously, keep hitting our website. More than once. Insert sexual joke here.
Check out virginvoters.com.au. It's got everything you need to know. For the first time voter, you can sign up to the voice box and we'll probably contact you for an interview for this show or something else we're up to. If you don't know anything about politics or what you have to do, check out the toolkit. It's got everything any Aussie needs to know about politics and how to vote in Australia. And did you know there are 53 parties to choose from? All 53 are invited to be represented on virginvoters.com.au. The ones who have sent us their info, well, they want to connect with you and they look the best. And you can read articles from uni and TAFE students across Australia, and there's also a section especially for high schoolers. virginvoters.com.au has all the usual stuff any other website has, plus an exposure page where you can see all of the media organisations in Australia who've mentioned virginvoters.com.au.
Welcome to the Barometer, Week 2. The Barometer is where first-time voters rate issues that politicians deem are important. Now, we rate them from a system of 1 to 5. 1 being not important, 5 being very important. This week's issues are education, health, and political honesty. Political honesty. How important is education as an issue to you?
I think I'd rate education about a 4, just because I think as young Australians coming out of high school, heading into the workforce, there needed to be a lot more for I think the schooling system to do for us to set us up for a win when we leave school. So I think it's quite an important issue.
Education would be a 5 for me. I think it's very important. Youth of today is the future, so having them educated is a very important issue.
Education's a 4. I'm a uni student. Education is really important to me.
I think the issue of education is very important. I'd rate it a 4. Education affects the opportunities that people have and a lot of other things, so it's something that I think needs to continue to be good. It's something that's been a great asset for Australia in the past and will continue to be in the future.
I would rate education at about a 4 because I think it's really important that the government can set up young people to be able to get whatever job they want and study whatever they want, and also people in lower socio-economic environments for them to be able to study what they can even though they're disadvantaged. I think that's really important.
How important is health as an issue to you?
Again, 5 for the healthcare issue. It's very important for Australians, especially when things like cancer are so much more common now. I think that we should be getting as much support in our healthcare system as we possibly can.
I think that health is really important, so I'm going to rate it a 5. I think it's essential that the government gives all Australians equal access to healthcare, no matter where they live or what their socio-economic status is.
Healthcare again is a very important issue. I'd also rate it a 4. I think it's important that hospitals and medicines are up to date, that we have the latest and the best procedures available to Australian citizens, and also that these services are accessible and affordable for everyone in the country. So yes, I think it's a very important issue for our federal politicians.
Healthcare is really important to everyone, so healthcare is a 3 for me.
I would rate health about a 3, just because I think it is an important issue. I mean, I want to be set up
fairly well for, you know, any issues that I have in the future when I need to go to hospital or whatever like that. But it's not the most important issue, I don't think, that's on the cards.
How important is political honesty as an issue to you?
Honesty's a 5 because if politicians aren't honest with us, it's all the other, what I think of all the other policies they have is irrelevant. I often question if politicians are actually being honest with their voters. So yeah, honesty is a 5.
I would rate honesty about a 4, just because I think that if we're voting in someone for government that's going to rule our country, I want to know that what they're saying is what they're going to do. So they can't just, you know, make all these promises now when we have to give them our vote, but when it comes down to it, they don't do it when they're actually in power. I think honesty is really, really important.
Honesty in politics, it's not really that important to me. I would rate it a 2 or a 3. I think if we're realistic, honesty isn't something that really weighs into politics all that much, especially during an election campaign. Politicians are tightly scripted. They've got PR teams working to make sure they don't make a gaffe that's going to ruin their campaign, or they don't do something outrageous that's going to lose them the election. So when it comes to politicians, honesty, not that important. It doesn't have much to do with what will happen, because we know that whoever does end up running the country, they're going to have a number of advisors and PR people, and it's not really honestly going to be them themselves. Corruption, on the other hand, is a completely separate thing, but honesty, not that important to me.
I think honesty is very important, so I'd rate it a 5, because if the politicians aren't honest with us and they're not telling us what they're actually going to do with their policies, then there's really no point voting for them, because they're a dishonest government. So I think that they all, when they're pushing what they're going to do, they should be honest with it and let us know what's actually going to happen.
Political honesty is very important, so 5 again. I don't think that politicians are being very honest, and I think that they really need to start answering the questions that are being asked of them, rather than just kind of stepping around the issue. So it would be great if we could get some real answers and some real honest answers from our politicians.
If you're a first-time voter and would like to be a part of this show, go to our website and sign up to the voice box, or send us an email to info@virginvoters.com.au.